Today, we're going to be working on the acrobatic stitch. This stitch got its name from its topsy-turvy clusters. Unlike a granny square where the stitches seem to support each other, these clusters appear to turn on itself and touch each other, like in an acrobatic form, like they're doing little cartwheels. But don't worry, if you can do a double crochet and chain stitches, you can definitely do this pattern. This will work great on baby blankets, scarves, even into a sweater. It's such a pretty pattern. So just so you know, the yarn that I'm using for this stitch pattern, I'm using yarn from crochet.com. This is called the color Chrome in the color Pegasus. If you would like to see the colorway, this is what is worked up in a little knit skein. Everybody always loves to see the colorway. Alright, so we're going to hop directly into this tutorial. We're going to begin with our chain. This pattern is completed in a multiple of 6 plus 1 plus a turning chain. If that's confusing, we're going to start with a multiple of 6. I'm starting with 36. So after you get your multiple of 6, you'll chain 1. And then you'll chain another stitch. So you're putting on 2 additional chains plus your multiple of 6. Hope that makes sense. Alright, now we're going to start by single crocheting into the second chain from the hook. And we're just going to single crochet in each stitch all the way across. So pause your video here, continue placing 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way across. We've made it to the end of your row, and this is what your work should look like. So now let's start row number 2. We're going to begin by chaining 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work. This chain 3 is going to count as a double crochet. Now we're going to place 2 double crochets back into the same space. Can you see the gap right here? That's where we're working our stitches. So 2 double crochets into that same space. 1 and 2. Now chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now begins our easy pattern repeat. We're going to skip 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and place 5 double crochets into that next stitch. One, ooh, it's getting twisty. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once again, we're going to skip 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and place 5 double crochet into that next stitch. That is going to be your pattern repeat all the way across. So you can pause your video here and work this pattern repeat all the way across until you make it to the last stitch, and I'll work it with you. The very last stitch, we're going to place 3 double crochets into the very last one. So pause your video here and I'll meet you at the very last stitch. We've made it to the end of the row, and this is what your work should look like. I just completed those chain 4 stitches, and you should have 6 stitches remaining. We're going to place 3 double crochets into the very last stitch. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. And that completes row number 2. For row number 3, we're going to start by chaining 3. 1, 2, 3. Let me adjust my camera and the lighting. We're going to turn our work. This chain 3 counts as a double crochet. Alright, so we're just going to be working into these chain 4 spaces, and this is going to be written slightly different than my blog, but I'm saying it this way because it's easier to follow along to. Excuse me. So we're going to start by placing 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet into this space. So let's work this first one together. 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 double crochet back into the same space. 1, 2, and 3. And that is going to be our pattern repeat all the way across. I'll show you one more time. So we're going to place 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet into the next chain 4 space. I'm going to be working a little bit faster. 1, 2, and 3. Remember, next chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 double crochet back into that same chain 4 space. 1, 2, and 3. That is going to be our pattern repeat all the way across. 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet until there's 3 stitches remaining, and I'll work the very last stitch with you. See, 3 stitches remaining. So pause your video here and I'll meet you at the end of this row. We've made it to the end of row number 3, and this is what your work should look like. And you should have 3 stitches remaining. We're going to place 1 double crochet into the very last stitch, which is your chain 3 stitch. We're chain 3 at the very end of the row. So place 1 double crochet into the top of that chain 3. Now we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn your work. This chain 6 is going to count as a double treble and a chain 1. What we're going to do now, we're going to place 5 double crochet into this next chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now begins our pattern repeat. We're going to chain 4 and place 5 double crochet into the next chain 3 stitch all the way across. I'll work it with you one more time. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochets into the next chain 3 space. I'm going to work a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to repeat that all the way across. So chain 4, 5 double crochets into the chain 3 space all the way across until you have these last stitches remaining. Let's see, let me check my pattern. Until you have 4 stitches remaining. So pause your video here and I'll work that last stitch with you. We've made it to the end of row number 4, and this is what your work should look like. And you should have 4 stitches remaining, which is your 3 double crochet and your chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, which makes 4 stitches. We are going to chain 1 and place 1 double treble in the top of your chain 3 stitch right here. For a double treble, we're going to yarn over 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Now we're going to start row number 5. We're going to begin by chaining 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn your work. This chain 5 is going to count as a treble stitch plus a chain 1. Now we're going to place 3 double crochet into this chain 1 space right here. Whoops. So this is 1 double crochet, 2 and 3. Now we're going to place 3 double crochet. We're going to skip these stitches here. We're going to be working into these chain 4 spaces here. Just like the previous row, we're just going to do 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. So I'll work it with you. 1, 2, 3. Yarn got a little tangled. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3 double crochet back into the same space. 1, 2, and 3. That is going to be our pattern repeat all the way across. So the next stitch, the next chain 4 space, you're going to place 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. Then once again, 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, all the way to the end of the row, and I'll work this last section right here with you. We've made it to the end of row number 5, and you should have 6 chains remaining. We're going to place 3 double crochet, chain 1, treble crochet into this last space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, treble crochet, yarn over twice. 1, 2, back into the same stitch. Pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And this is what your work should look like so far. To begin row number 6, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and turn your work. We're going to place 2 double crochets into that very first chain 1 space right here. 1 and 2. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just going to repeat what we did on the previous rows. 5 double crochets into this chain 3 space. And then we'll chain 4 and 5 double crochets back into that chain 3 space again, over and over to the end of the row. I'll work it with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and work 5 double crochets into the chain 3 stitch. And then you're going to chain 4 and 5 double crochet back into the chain 3 stitch. We're going to work that all the way to the end of the row until you have a chain 5 stitch remaining, and we'll work that together. So pause your video here. We've made it to the end of row number 6, and this is what your work should look like. And you should have a chain 5 remaining. So let's finish off with our chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and place 3 double crochets into this chain 5 space. 1, 2, and 3. And you're finished. If you would like to make this even larger, just repeat rows 3 through 6 over and over. And I'll leave a timestamp above so you know exactly where row 3 starts. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure you hit like and subscribe and check out my other crochet tutorials. I'll see you all on the very next one. Bye guys.